Hi, this is Dave with DRH Acrylic Creations. Today we're going to be doing a dirty swipe. Much of the same colors as the last video that I did. I liked it so much I decided to redo. Putting down the PPG Multi Pro is my pillow paint. It is house paint that I get from Home Depot. I like this pillow because it's very, very stretchy. My normal is Glitten Essentials in eggshell, and I recently tried this the advice of a friend, and I'm liking what I see with it, and it is also significantly cheaper. So, win-win. Spin it out, just getting some coverage. This is sitting on a 12 by 12 tile. You can see that it had a pattern on it. Really doesn't matter. The paint will coat it, and you won't see any of that. You won't see any texture. I'm cleaning off the back of my swiping tool. I got this one from Blick just recently. I'll put any of my things that I use down in the comments section below. What you see there is I've got my two cell activators for today. This is the Lamp Black. It's by Amsterdam, and it's mixed with 3 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part paint. This is titanium white, and again, 3 parts paint to 1 part Australian Floetrol. I'm going to pick up the tool, and I'm going to coat the back of the tool with the colors. First, it's going to go down as my cell activator. Whatever goes on first will be the first thing on top. So cell activator goes on top to create the cells. So the Lamp Black is first, be followed by the titanium white. I have a different environment that I'm painting in right now, new to me. I have a space that is much cooler and damper, so I'm going to have to do some adjustment to my paint consistencies. This is Wagtail Black, Willy Wagtail Black. It's a boom gel. And I'm going to follow that up with Pearlescent White, also boom gel. And I put them right next to my cell activators because they kind of help each other and create some very, very cool effects. Subtle, but very cool. This is a custom gold. I recently got some Firedots pigments, and this is their gold nugget. And I have the golden iridescent gold light, and also Indian yellow. So that combination makes up the gold. This is Indigo by Atelier Interactive. All of these are mixed up with 3 parts of my pouring medium to 1 part of paint. And I'll leave the recipe for my pouring medium down in the description below. An indigo looks like it's black, but it is definitely blue when you finally see it against the white. Okay. I reloaded the palette knife and get a second swipe here. I picked up one of my other swiping tools. And I'm going to take some time and play with this a little bit. You'll see it here in just a second. This is a scoop and drag, for lack of a better term. And I'm going to scoop it and pull it out to create more interest and more flow. Trying to decide where else it needs to be modified. Create some interest. Sometimes when you pull out the sections that don't look like they have much cell activity going, you find that actually there is, and you can extend and pull out those cells. Give it a quick spin here. Open things up, get it to flow over to the side a little bit more. It's about this time I'm starting to realize I may not have put enough paint down. At least enough paint so that as it flows to the sides, that it doesn't fold in on itself. And the whole point of the pillow paint is to allow the color layer to flow across the top of it. So once that color layer gets a hold of an edge, it'll pull from that point. So I really kind of try to keep it away from the edges as long as I can. This piece will have a lot of negative space, which is what I actually was looking for, much like the last piece. I really kind of enjoy painting on these tiles. It's a nice hard surface. There's none of the sagging you get with canvas, and it dries almost every time exactly as you see it at the end of the painting. I picked up my can of paint. I decided I was going to add a little bit of extra for flow, and I sped this part up just a little bit. This. Okay, just make sure I get coverage and get it up to the edge of where the paint is, so that it doesn't hold on to the tile itself at that point. And get my coverage here, and we'll do some more stretching, some more spinning, and see what we have. There you go. Now, spinning is done to move paint off of the surface. It's good to have enough paint so they can flow. It's not such a good idea to have too much paint, because then you run the risk of getting cracking or crazing. And that's caused from several different things. It can be caused from the temperature difference, where the top is drying faster than down below, and also because with too much paint. If you have too much paint on, it's going to have that problem, because it takes so long for the paint to dry. And you'll see it here in a few minutes. I'm going to to see how much paint is on the tile itself, and I'll explain that when it comes up. I think it's time to pick up a skewer and do some modifications. This is just the skewer you would use with shish kebab, and I get them at the dollar store or the Dollar Tree. Mega cheap. It's easy, it's fast. This is kind of where the fun happens. Modifications are only there to enhance, not necessarily to create something new. Just trying to understand or figure out what it was that there's a white section there right above where I'm working that has very unusual cell formations. I really didn't understand what the difference with that. I thought it might have been boom gel that caused it, but I don't believe so. I think it's frankly that's pillow paint cells. So my cell activator was over top of pillow paint, and I got some interesting cells there. I try to do it intentionally next time. At this point, I'm just playing. I mean, that's the fun of it all. A lot of people could look at these ink blots for all intents and purposes. It looks kind of, they make up their own thing and the little creatures they see. And with this one, after I was done with it, it just looked like something may have floated up from the bottom of the Marianas Trench. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to find out about, just leave them down in the comments below. I didn't invite you to do that. I always like hearing from what people are thinking and maybe what you'd like to see in the future. And I respond to all comments. Normally with these pieces, I will shorten the parts where I'm figuring things out and figuring out what I want to do with them. But I figured this is real time. You get a chance to see what the process looks like from top to bottom. Like I did speed up one little part when I was putting paint on back on to help with the flow, but that's pretty much this is the speed at which it goes. And I think I'm about done with this one. what I'm doing here is I'm checking the depth of the paint to make sure that I don't have too much on. And I see that there was right there on the borderline too much. So give it a few more spins to see if I can get some more of the paint to flow off. And at this point, it's mostly the pillow paint that I'm getting off, so it's I'm not in danger of losing too much of the composition. It's time for the flyover. I want you to notice I got some very interesting cells throughout this piece. Actually, I think I'm going to go even more, to the simple side here next time. If you enjoyed this today, I'd invite you to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and ring the bell for notifications of future videos that I'll put out. It's my goal to put out at least 2 per week, and I'm hoping you're enjoying the process. So, I hope to see you next time. Thanks for coming along. Bye now.